that he was right about a lot of things, man. It's hard to deny that, 𝗖𝗓𝗧. A lot of things. He was right.
He's not right yet.
He was right about a lot of things. You can't deny that. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Crypto King Show with 𝗖𝗓𝗧𝗛 and Ian Heinisch. How's everybody doing today? Good to have you here on this beautiful Monday. Crazy ass time in cryptocurrency. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Exciting show. We're going to be talking about FTX, all the drama, the crypto.com FUD. Is it true? Is it false? The CEO spoke out today on a live stream, which I like. He came out Monday morning addressing the FUD, which gives me some sort of sense of security. The favorite debate, Richard Hart. Was he right or was he wrong in the crypto space? And we're also going to be looking at some gems here, guys. So if you are tuning in, make sure to smash that like button. He sure did. He will see our donations. I will. Yeah, I'll see all the donations here, guys. Just getting settled in. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Welcome to the show. Happy Monday here. Crazy time. Ian, what do you make of all this shit, man? Crazy week in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, man, it's been wild, you know. Who do you trust? You know, I mean, obviously, most people in here, I would hope, do not hold their money on centralized exchanges. However, when you cash out, you need it, right? Like you gotta send it to Coinbase, Binance, and sell, and send it to your wallet. And you know, it's just, who do you trust, right? So you're just trying to figure it out. You're seeing just with this recession, this bear market, this bad presidency, how our country's being run. You're seeing how you're seeing a cycle of businesses that will be out of business that were very prominent, and you're seeing cryptocurrencies that were, you know, way up there, or as well as centralized exchanges. They're probably going to go out of business, some of them, and it's going to emerge. There'll always be new. There'll always be someone newer, better. I wouldn't always say better, but there'll be someone behind it to take their place. So I'm just watching how things unfold, man. And obviously, you know, this is my first like real bear market, so it's been a big learning lesson. I'm taking in as much information as I can, and but it's very similar to a recession in the economy as to a crypto market. You see people fall, people rise, and people always make money, whether it's going down or going up. There's always opportunity. So that's kind of my take on it.
Agreed, and I think you're right. Who can you trust, right? I for one. After Mashinsky and Celsius, those scammers put out tweets saying, hey, we're all fine, everything's good, we're going to pause our weekly AMAs and we'll be back as soon as we can. Like, I was like, okay, you can never take someone's tweets as true, right? And then we saw the same thing with Steve Ehrlich and Voyager. Everything's fine, we have enough assets to back this. They went under. I don't really remember. I think I do remember Do Kwon's tweets. He was just like, steady lads, deploying more capital, which was like the tweet of the century, although it's not funny because they got wrecked. But now we saw FTX tweet it too. He was tweeting, we have enough assets to cover all of it. There's no issues with FTX. Everybody's funds are safe. And they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy this week. 𝗖𝗓𝗧𝗛, man, you've been in this game longer than most people, over a decade in the game. What are your thoughts with everything going on?
It's another bear market. Just another bear market. It's the exact same thing every single bear market where people get wrecked. And it's a way to flush out the big boys, flush out those who aren't doing crypto correctly. You know, if you have your money on exchanges, you're probably new. And that's okay, because you're gonna have to learn that you have to learn your place here in crypto. Everybody seems to learn the hard way, and it kind of sucks. But these exchanges, you don't leave your money on exchanges, point blank. You buy your coin, it's all it is an exchange. It's not a place to hold your money. You exchange the coin and you send it back to your wallet. I don't know a single multi-millionaire holding their coins. Like when I see big transactions, I follow wallets in every single exchange. And every time there's a major transaction, like $30 million, it automatically goes right back out to their cold wallet, hard wallet, whatever they have. That's how you do it. You don't just leave it on there and just say, oh, well, you can, hold your money on there and I hope I get my money back. No.
Yeah.
Even Coinbase. I know that I can always exchange USD for USDC. The majority of I do have money on Coinbase, but here's the key. It's in USD, not USDC.
Which is
USD is actually
under the federal, you get
FDIC.
the FDIC, yes, FDIC. So it's covered up to 250K. Well, once you go into USDC, it is not. So if there is some type of hack, some type of issue that goes on with Coinbase, I can get that money back from the government.
Yep, and it's all on the blockchain, baby. It's all on the blockchain. That was the quote. That was the quote. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about Gnu later on. Thank you so much, Bobby Marino, for the $50 donation. We appreciate you. And Munito Ito, all in society. We're all in. Are you? I don't know what all in is, but we're getting rated by all in here. But yeah, you're right, man. It is an exchange, and you should exchange your crypto. This is what I do. I exchange my crypto on there and I get it off, right? If I want to convert USDC to a cryptocurrency, I'll convert it. I'll get it off, like literally right away. I don't even leave it for a day. But you have to cash out. Ian made a good point. It's an on-ramp and off-ramp. Like you have to cash out on an exchange to get it to your bank account. My only advice there, or at least I don't give advice here, but what I do is I just let's say I want to cash out $10,000. I'll do that in chunks. I'll do it in percentages, right? Like I'll cash out what I'm willing to lose. I'll do 5%. And yeah, it's a little bit annoying. You have to do it more times, but it's like, it's better than losing everything that you have here. Now, CZ Binance is attempting to save the day. I don't know how I feel about this guy yet, right? Like the tweet that he made to his 8 million followers about FTX and his worries about FTX and the fact that he's going to be selling his $500 million worth of FTT tokens. I don't know if that was a chess move to crush a competitor or not, but he tweeted out today, and I'm sure everybody's caught up on the news. If you aren't, well, FTX is going under. He made a tweet today. To reduce further cascading negative effects of FTX, Binance is forming an industry recovery fund to help projects who are otherwise strong, but in a liquidity crisis. More details to come soon. He then invited other industry players with cash who want to co-invest. Crypto is not going away. We are still here. Let's rebuild. So some would say CZ Binance was the straw that broke the camel's back, the one that crushed FTX and SBF completely. And now he's working to build it together. I think personally, this is very, very important because we're going to see a lot of other companies have massive exposure to FTX, held their crypto on FTX, and are not going to recover those funds. What do you guys make of CZ Binance? We'll start with Ian. What do you make of CZ Binance with his tweet? Do you think he crushed FTX and started this? Or do you think he's a good guy and is actually just trying to save crypto?
I mean, he's just trying to assert his dominance on the space. He's trying to make people say, I could bail anyone out. You know, I listened to a space of him today at like 40,000 people. I mean, I'm glad he's coming out and he's being vocal. He's being transparent, but he's establishing himself to be the number one exchange. He's kind of establishing his dominance. And I don't know if you watched this video I posted on the FTX dev, but I don't know if you're Rugweilers, but it's like if you watch this video and you didn't see red flags, like
actually, I think let's pull it up. I saw you retweet it. I was like recording a video this morning, and I actually watched this video in the past though, and
it's so corrupt. I mean, it just it's that agenda, bro. Like, check it out.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. All right, so let's pull up the audio. Looks like Rug Wireless is working today, boys.
Let's go.
Must have paid the bill. Must have paid the bill.
We paid that bill. All right. Yeah, Solana pumped back to 15, so we paid the bill. All right, let's see.
But Sam is not a traditional billionaire because he believes in the concept of earn to give, which means his goal as a human is to make as much money as possible just to give it away. Earn to give. And that's exactly what he's doing.
So let's say that you have $100 and you want to figure out what you can do with it to help the world. Earning to give is thinking about which causes, which charities save the most lives per dollar. This $100 can go as far as it possibly can to help the world.
Can I just make a comment too? Like, dude, I'll pull up a picture for everybody in the chat too, like of him a year ago versus now. Like he looks like he was experiencing extreme stress. Like he's gained about 50 pounds. Ah, man, I'll pull up a picture, but I just want to make note of that.
Just watch carefully what he says to invest in.
Last year, this 29-year-old guy donated $50 million. Next year, he's planning to donate $500 million a year. And next decade, he will probably give away more than $10 billion.
The amount of good that you can do for the future of the world is really large, and it's way more than you can do to actually make yourself happy with anything like that amount of money.
And he is funding everything you can think of. Global warming,
It's one of the biggest problems that we have to tackle together as a world.
COVID-19 preparedness,
We have to be ready for the next pandemic.
neglected tropical diseases,
More than 1 billion people suffer from them. We have to eliminate these diseases.
and of course, animal welfare.
Animals deserve to live just like we do. It's also why I'm vegan.
Sam doesn't need the money to buy a Lamborghini or to buy a Rolex or to impress his friends. In fact, his car is a Toyota Corolla.
Hold on. Where's your car?
It's that one there.
That's like what, a Toyota?
Yeah, it's a Corolla.
Why don't you buy a Lamborghini, man?
I didn't have any particular need for one.
He wants to get rich in order to impact the world and change it. But Sam,
This video did
He
not
sure changed.
age
Oh, my
well
goodness.
at all. First off, not to body shame, but how are you vegan and look like that? It's like, first off, like meat, like I eat a bunch of meat. Meat is good for you. I personally believe. But look, that video did not age well at all. It almost felt like they were like, he's pushing these like corporate agendas. You know, I think that's Ian. That's what you're kind of alluding to. It's like, but oh man, it's like, oh, what an asshole. This guy literally used his customers' funds that we think were safe on FTX, right? You put money in, you buy crypto, you think your funds are safe, and he was using that to invest and invest in these different parties. I think he gave
money.
what, 400 million to the Democratic Party, and it's, man, this is insane. 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
all exchanges, all banks are nothing but IOUs. So you put your money into the bank, it's an IOU. You put your money in exchange, it's an IOU. So he to me, he sounds like he's a typical, almost like a politician. Just he's about to get ready to run for president or something.
Yeah,
like, it was just like very, very cringe. And yeah, you gotta. I mean, like I said, you don't want to body shame, but bro, you gotta do something with that.
I'm not body shaming, but it's like, dude, vegans are typically like pretty skinny. Like like their bodies, because they're not eating a lot of fat. It's like it's usually just vegetables and fruit.
He's not even presentable. Like it's just like he's sloppy.
He looks like
I look like that. Just like he looks sloppy, man.
A lot of stress. That's what I'm seeing. Like a lot of stress. I want to pull up a picture of him like literally a year ago, and then what he looks like now. It's. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what happens when you go under that amount of stress, but I can imagine it's like hearing the details of what he did come out. It's like it's insane what he was doing. I'm sure he couldn't sleep at night, right? It's like what he was doing is like you listen to some of the Twitter spaces that are going on, and it's like it is insane what they did with customers' funds, what they did at Alameda Research, and man, this is probably one of the biggest Ponzi schemes and downfalls that we'll ever see in our life.
Yeah, it's just sad too, because like they touch on these organizations, and I'm not saying all of them are scams, but it's starting to show light in it. Obviously, man, I'm all about the ocean, man. I fish all the time. Obviously the tides are rising. It does show. But if you really cared about the ocean, you would ban commercial fishing where they drop these nets, get caught on reefs, cut them off, kill hundreds of thousands of fish, and you would make some national grounds. Like there's national forests, there would be national sanctuaries, which they're doing a little bit, but there's so many different ways, but it's all about just get rid of gas. And it goes so deep, man. And it bothers me that they just try to touch on your emotion. And he's sending money to Ukraine, man. I mean, it's crazy to see the corruption there. And it's just a wow. Yeah.
Look at this. This was a year ago. Look at this face. Look at the smile.
That's
and then look at this.
That's bear market right there.
That's bear market blues.
It really is.
Bear market don't look good on you.
But look, he's 29. Like you can just see, like in the eyes, like the eyes tell a story, right? Like that looks like a man that's under distress to me. It really does. I can just it looked like his hair. Like, dude, look at the afro here. Like he was looking good. Afro was fine. The smile, the jawline, like this was probably before laundering $8 billion and after.
I mean, he had time to pick his hair up to the perfect, nice little afro, and then that picture right there is like he just rolled out. He rolled out of bed, bro. Put a T-shirt on, and talking about how he's going to donate a bunch of money.
He's going to donate $10 billion. You notice just how it's all like emotional stuff, like
yep,
and this and that. And trust me, I'm all about those concepts, man. Like, give the shirt off your back to your brother. Like, I mean, there is fulfillment in that, but it's just sad how they play on those emotional strings where you're like, oh wow, he's a nice guy. He's gonna give $10 billion. He drives a Prius. He doesn't even drive a Lambo.
Exactly. I don't trust a billionaire that drives a Corolla. I don't. I want my billionaires driving Lamborghinis, staying in nice hotels. They got billions of dollars. I want them giving back to charity. I don't want a billionaire that drives a Corolla and sleeps on a beanbag. They're probably got some shady shit going on. They're probably psycho. They probably got some issues, right? Like, if you're a billionaire, go spend your money. You have $1 billion, right? And that's going to lead me to our next point. A billionaire that does spend his money. A billionaire that does give back. A billionaire that is trying to save the crypto space. He's trying to save us. And 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛, I don't know how 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 feels. I'm going to talk about Richard Hart real quick. Let's talk about Richard Hart. I got to follow him again. Richard Hart is trying to save the crypto space. All you have to do, guys, is scroll down on his timeline. I did it last night, and just listen to some of his clips that he had. This is one of them right here. Listen to some of his clips that he had in which he's warning you. He's warning us about what's going to happen in the crypto space. Now, as you guys know, I had a good amount of my money on Celsius. And I was saved, I believe, inadvertently through Richard Hart. I got to give credit to 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 because we were at the crypto conference, the Bitcoin conference, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 was like, we went to the Celsius booth, we were talking about it, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛.
How did Richard Hart save you?
So let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. Like,
let me tell you.
Richard Hart, you didn't know who Richard Hart was. That's it.
I'm in mid-speech and it's about to come out, and you're like, it's coming, guys. Like, you got to practice patience here. So we were at the Bitcoin conference, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 saved me, but inadvertently, I was saved through Richard Hart because 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 is a hexagon, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧.
Whoa.
He done did it.
Whoa. Just because I have hex does not make me a hexagon, bro.
At the time, were you in April?
If I'm a Mexican, if I'm from Mexico and I have $1,000 does that make me American?
No.
Okay.
So
don't put me in.
Okay, he's not a hexagon. Like, is it a bad thing to be a hexagon? I don't even know. Is that a cult? Like a cult?
No, it's just when you say you're a hexagon, like you're just like to me. When you say that, you're maxi. That's all you're about.
Dude, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Anyways,
learn the game, bro. You gotta learn the lingo,
No, that's on me. I should use my words a little bit better. So here's the thing. At the time, you were very bullish on hex. Can I say that? You liked hex. You were invested in hex. Okay.
I still am.
Okay. So I'll use my words a little bit better.
Baby.
And pulse chain,
I got
baby.
my bag, Jake. You got yours?
Soon. So let me just get this shit out. So 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛, we were out there, and he said, Jake, I would take all my money off of Celsius. And I said, what are you talking about, dude? I get 8%, I get 6%, I get 9%. He's like, bro, I've seen this shit go down before. Like, take all your money off. And Ian, you were at the booth. It was pretty crazy. Like, they had the nicest booth. We were talking to people. I was like, guys, I'm kind of like scared to keep my money on there. Like, we have the Israeli Defense Army.
That shit was a red flag.
That was a red flag. But it's like, we didn't understand that we had to protect ourselves from them. Like, we were like, we didn't have to worry about hackers. Like, the hackers were internal. The hackers were Alex Mashinsky, who was doing what SBF did, leveraging customer funds to make these risky bets. But anyways, 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 saved me. Now, whether that comes from Richard Hart, maybe Richard Hart dropped some knowledge. I don't know.
The first time I'm gonna let you know, the first time I heard about what Celsius does was then. Like, I was giving them a fair shot. I was like, I mean, like,
you
when
came to the booth.
I was like, I came. I had no idea, and I heard it, and I was like, nah, bro. Like, nah, I'm good. Not for 8%.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Richard Hart has been preaching a message of not your coin, not your coins, not your crypto for the longest time. So I don't know if he was the first one that kind of, or like had a message resonate with you. I don't know. But anyway, so 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 saved me. I say it's inadvertently through Richard Hart, but Richard Hart is trying to save people, man. And I think we can all agree. We don't want a billionaire that's driving a Toyota. Look, Richard Hart gets a lot of shit. Look at just read his bio.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the spectrum.
I own the world's largest diamond, quickest Ferrari.
Go down, scroll down.
Rolex made.
Hold on, scroll down.
27 million charity, 10 million watches, 3 million in cars.
Scroll down. This is the complete opposite side of being.
Are you talking about
humble.
the Prada video?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tweets a lot, huh?
Everyone's getting wrecked. Everyone's struggling. His coin's down so much. And look what this guy posts, bro. Like, who walks down the street with 8 purses on? Diamond bedazzled out.
That's the bucket hat I have, the Prada bucket hat, and that shit's fucking fresh. Heinisch? Yeah, it's Richard Hart. But this is what I want my billionaires doing. He gave 27 million to charity. Or we have SBF, he drives a Toyota. It's like, dude, you're a billionaire.
I would rather someone be in the middle of that. Like,
Look at that bag right there, though.
They
Look at
have
that.
nice stuff. And like, if you give to charity, bro, like it even says in the Bible, man, like just do it, man. You don't need it. It's like, I can't stand when people are like, hey, look, I'm giving to this homeless guy right here. Take boom. And they post that like that. It doesn't settle well with me, man, because the motives, the heart behind that is not to actually help someone. It's for people to look at them and say, oh, wow.
That's not a bad thing, though, man, because the more people that see that, if you can get one other person to like, man, I should do that too.
Yeah, I agree.
And it actually is very contagious. It can.
It's like, why are you doing it?
If you're given all the time, eventually there's going to be a picture of you, you know. But I'm talking about if you're straight up like live, like, hey, look what I'm doing, you know. Like I've seen people do that, man, and just the heart behind it doesn't feel right to me. But
I'm gonna tell you about RH, man. I'm just gonna spit the knowledge and what y'all are seeing. Is he trying to save the crypto space? Yes and no. So yes, he's teaching what crypto is for and what it was meant for, and you're trying to get rid of the middleman. That was the whole reason this whole thing came up. But let's be real. The man says it multiple times in his videos. I am doing this for the glory. Me, myself, and I. He's a marketer. He is a genius at marketing. $27 million to charity. He didn't donate $27 million to charity.
Who did?
Oh, see, that's the marketing side. You don't see and don't know. The community raised up for Pulse Chain that you could donate to charity and you would still get your points for your Pulse Chain points. So people donated to charity so they can get their Pulse Chain. They wouldn't have done that if there was no Pulse Chain. That's facts. So when you say $27 million to charity, no, you didn't.
Well, did 27 million go to charity from Richard Hart?
No.
From Richard Hart's persona. If Richard Hart didn't exist and start Pulse Chain, would $27 million have been fundraised and went to charity?
It wouldn't have. No.
But
the community rate.
It's not his money, but he had an impact.
Correct.
He
so just watch when you say he donated 20.
He didn't donate 27 million, but he created the fundraiser and then sent the 27 million.
Correct.
Still, at the end of the day, it's like it depends how you look at it, right? I think, like how we said, I said you're a Hexagon. It's like it's all about wording. Without him, the 27 million would have been fundraised and sent to charity.
Yeah. So he designed Hex, which is literally like, you know, I don't like when people compare it to Bitcoin because no, it's not Bitcoin. It'll never be Bitcoin. It will never overtake Bitcoin. In the real way, it's just a way to make more Bitcoin or more money or whatever how you want to do. So he's doing this and he's sticking to that narrative, which actually over time will overtake any narrative like Celsius, FTX, exchanges, all of that stuff. Over time, those people are going to fail because it goes against what Bitcoin was built for. So all he's doing is literally just preaching Satoshi and saying, I am right.
Yeah,
that's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. So it's marketing. So how does he do that now? Now that I've taken Satoshi's words and made it my own, and I can market this over and over and over and say, I'm right, but really Satoshi's right. You're just repeating Satoshi. So you're saying, I'm right. But now look at this product that I have, similar to Satoshi. It's called Hex and soon to be Pulse Chain. And who gets all the glory for that? Not Satoshi, Richard Hart. It's all about marketing.
You've mentioned it before that you think Pulse Chain's ready. He's just waiting on releasing. You think it's ready? He's just waiting on dropping it?
It sounds like it's about a good time. The bear market's creating new lows. People are about to get washed out, and then boom, Pulse Chain appears.
Pump. Yeah, it's smart. I mean, I would do the same thing if I had a blockchain here. Now, Flying Dutchman's in the house. He had some Volt comments. Volt going absolutely insane. I woke up yesterday morning at 91 and a 92 ETH buy, 183 ETH, which is over $200,000 coming into Volt Inu ahead of VoltiChange launch, which, just like you said with Richard Hart, I do believe VoltiChange will be ready to go. $87 million market cap. Ian, insane to see what's going on with Volt Inu. While the rest of the markets are dumping, a lot of the other DeFi tokens that I hold, a lot of the other blue chips, everything is dumping. Volt Inu is looking strong. The chart's looking very strong as well here in the past couple of months ahead of VoltiChange. Ian, how does it feel to be a holder of Volt Inu and, you know, another sponsored fighter? Like, things are looking good for Volt Inu.
Yeah, Volt is, I mean, you're just seeing big money come into Volt, and big money is usually smart money. The other day we had like 103 ETH sell, and it got eaten up. Like,
did we really? 103 ETH?
103 ETH sell, bro, and you would have never even known 20 minutes later. You know, when it pumped to like 83, if you go back, click on that. Yeah. No,
it's probably too long ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was like 2 weeks ago when Volt was just pumping and taking off. Someone sold 103 ETH. I made a tweet about it, and it just got eaten up. And that just showed like the strength of the Volt army. Obviously, Voltoshi's waiting for the bottom of the market to release VoltiChange. And you're just seeing it grow, man. You're seeing big buys come in. Like you said, there's 25 ETH, 22 ETH, 100 ETH, 90 ETH. So
crazy. 92, 91 ETH, same wallet. And if you check the wallet, they did own some Shiba Inu as well. So maybe it's a SHIB whale. Maybe it's the guy sitting in the middle. I don't know. Putting that money in. But yeah, I think you're right. And look, a wise man once told me, follow the money, Jake. Follow the money. And looking at this, someone's putting in 183 ETH. We obviously know that VoltiChange is coming, which I honestly, this stuff right here for the centralized exchanges going down is the most bullish thing I've seen to release a decentralized exchange, because no one trusts centralized exchanges. Everybody's going to be moving more towards Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and VoltiChange already has over 2,000 tokens listed, ready to go on VoltiChange. And guess what the most beautiful part is? It's free. It's free. Yeah, it's free for tokens to list, and it burns Volt and those other tokens. So that's going to be coming soon. I saw the Volt army in here, so I had to shout them out, but it's looking good here for Volt Inu. It should be ready to go.
And speaking of giving to charities, I see a token coming pretty strong in here.
It's all on the blockchain.
It's on the blockchain, baby.
And it's all on the blockchain. We're still waiting for your tweet, Jake.
What tweet? Not tweeting up.
Where's your "it's all on the blockchain" tweet?
Yeah, for real, bro.
It's all, dude. That's my favorite line in crypto. Wait, hold on. Where's that good English guy?
That needs to be. That could be one of the things that just takes off.
It's on the blockchain. That was so
funny. You gotta run with that. You gotta run with that.
Just asking all these technical questions, and the guy just screaming, "It's all in the blockchain, baby!" And me and Jake are just roasting.
I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to ask the real question. It's all on the blockchain. Like, what?
That was the funniest shit I've seen. And speaking of tweets, you guys want me to get a tweet out? I just got a tweet out. It's about the Crypto Kings speaking at DecentralCon Miami. 2 weeks from today, we will be in Miami. Come join us and thousands of other crypto investors for the world's largest Web3 event. Main stage, the Crypto Kings, Jake Degen, Robert Malcolm, Moon King, 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗏, Ian Heinisch, and Justin Wu. We're going to be talking about memes, meme coins, community tokens, and why they are here to stay, guys. If you haven't got your tickets yet, I put a link right here. You guys ready to take over Miami? Speaking?
That's all we do.
Crypto Kings, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. When did the Crypto Kings form? Well, it was UFC 272 when we all met. And I mean, I don't know the exact date of that. You could probably Google that real quick, or I can.
I can Google it right now. What was it? UFC 272?
Yeah, UFC 272. I'm pretty sure.
Masvidal, yep.
Yep, that was the one.
March 5th, 2022.
That was a good event.
So
too,
March 5th, 2021. We are still not even a year old.
Taking over.
We're 7 months old. Where's that tweet at?
7 months old.
We're 7 months old, and we're main stage speaking at one of the largest Web3 conferences in the world. I can't wait. Dude, the sky's the limit, man. It's fun. And look at our shows. We got 230 people in here right now, guys. If you're enjoying the Crypto Kings content, make sure to smash that like button. 230 people in here, 45 likes. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. It helps share this with more people so more people can come see everybody that's going to be spamming DBI, Genu. We got a lot of people shilling their tokens in here. I absolutely love it. All in, Genu, DBI. We see you guys all. Ushi's in here. And Angie Rose said, I'll be at ECentralCon.
Ooh.
Angie.
Go see my boy Jake. He's single. Just kidding.
What?
Nothing.
What? Buddy Colt said, why is Jake using a fake picture? I don't get it.
He's like 18 in that picture.
This was
This is high school prom picture right there.
2020. Well, I could have done the Justin Wu. Dude, you guys understand I work corporate. Like this is my LinkedIn profile picture. You need a new pic? All right, yeah, I think I do. I think this is my YouTube
I'm naked in my
Yeah, you're naked.
Laying on a freaking weird
on a rug. Like with a
rug.
face too, bro. Like look at the face too. Are you actually laying on a rug or is it a back?
I am. It's actually
he's laying naked on his floor.
Baby, take a photo of me.
Bro, we need some new pictures, all of us together.
No, man, I like mine. Mine's a brandable, man. You can't get rid of that.
I like mine too. It's professional. Like I'm speaking at a conference. Like this is a professional.
I like mine too. I'm sure.
There you go. Dude.
I'm the only one that's not naked. Like I'm the only, yeah. Yours is sick. It says UFC. Like that's hard. I think look, dude, look, me and Roger have the same exact style.
Look at Roger's name.
Roger's just like in his living room, just like, here, give me a quick picture real quick.
Hey honey, can you take a professional photo of me? I gotta do this fucking conference.
And
I gotta talk to the world. Take a picture of me, baby.
His name's Roger, bro. They that's a typo.
Oh wow, I literally said Roger and it says Robert. I just know his name. First time listening, very entertaining. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are the most entertaining trio in all of cryptocurrency, and we're gonna keep on going here. Smash the like button, guys, if you're enjoying.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Nobody wants to see a little comb over haircut you got going on. Where's your hat at, bro?
It's upstairs, man.
Not prepared for work.
Prepare for work. I got up and worked out. I recorded 4 YouTube videos. I'm doing laundry. It was a decision. It was a decision I made because I think the bucket hat, although I like it, I don't know if I like it for the streams all the time. It's like I like to wear my bucket hat at the club, you know? It's like it's a good look outside, but it's like I don't know, man. I'm trying to find my look.
Find yourself.
Yeah, I'm a lost soul and I'm trying to find myself. Now I think that this is just a little bit more professional. What's the chat say? What's the chat say, guys? Chat, say bucket or no bucket. If you like the bucket, say bucket. If you say no bucket, then we won't. Crypto Cody, shout out to Crypto Cody. Shout me out, Jake. My boys will be jealous. Shout out to Crypto Cody. We absolutely love you. And shout out to your boys as well. So, guys, that's the tweet. Make sure to go retweet that. Show some love on that tweet because the Crypto Kings are taking over Miami.
It's just cool, man. 7 months, you know, what we've accomplished. And it's been a lot of hard work. I truly believe it's the athlete in all of us. We're like, hey, let's conquer this, man. We got a good trio right here. And let's conquer this. And we figured it out, and we're still pushing. We're still learning. We're still making mistakes. But Crypto Kings are here to stay. Meme coins are here to stay. Palm Chain's here to stay. Decentricon. And we're going to show up in true Crypto King style. And we're going to have a blast, man. And I'm excited to meet some faces because every time we go to these events, it's like, oh, what's your Twitter handle? Oh, my God. Like, you meet all these people that show love on your Twitter page every single day. And then it's cool to put a face onto the profile. So it's cool to see. And 𝗖𝗓𝗧 could even say, since before Marshallino, they didn't really do too many in-person events. So you got these undoxed Twitter pages that you interact with almost daily. Yeah. And it's cool to finally come together, meet them, put a face to an undoxed Twitter page. And just get to know these guys because my vision when I got into crypto, I'm like, these are going to be a bunch of nerds. And then I go and meet 𝗖𝗓𝗧 and Jake and, meet a bunch of these hexagons, pulse chain people. And they're down to earth, man. They're just trying to change their family's life. And they're using crypto because they know it's the future.
Yeah, that's what most people are doing. And we're in rough times in crypto right now. You know, it's like it is rough times in crypto. It's not easy to be investing right now. Like who remembers the days and October and November where everything was flying, everybody was making money. It's like we will return to those days. I think honestly, this is the great reset for crypto. This is the great cleansing for crypto. Like we need bad actors like this in order to turn the corner. Like we need Sam Bankman-Fried to screw it up so that we can cleanse and get rid of the bad actors, right? Because ultimately, that's what happens in any society. It's like you have bad people and then they turn corrupt, they get kicked out, good people step in and they change the landscape. So I think we are obviously in the midst of a bear market. We'll probably go lower. Things aren't looking good for a lot of crypto exchanges. Things aren't looking good for a lot of crypto projects. But I do think that we're going to make it out of this and we're going to come back stronger. What do you guys think?
Always do. If you follow history, in crypto, just hang in there, because even if you've lost money, not financial advice, but like, hang in there. Like, it's not over. It always could be worse, and it's not going to get to that point. But if you are in the right coins, hang in there. Just hang in there. If you're not in the right coins, most likely you're going to have the ability to get it back as everything goes up. But, you've got to make a decision how you want to change and put, your assets and change it over to this asset, or change
Let's talk about that.
asset.
Let's talk about that. I want to ask you, for me personally, and you can give me, not finance, you can give me your thoughts on this, right? So obviously I own a lot of Solana. Solana got caught in the crossfire of the FTX and Alameda Research debacle. Now, Alameda Research and FTX and SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, owned a large percentage of Solana. I think like close to 10%, right? They got in very, very early. They backed this project. That was one of the downfalls of Solana, is that people said it was so centralized because it was owned by FTX. A lot of it was owned, the supply was owned by FTX and Alameda Research. Now, I'm at a crosshair because I'm like, right now, if I were to sell all my Solana, I would sell at a loss, right? A massive loss. And my bag is not necessarily too big. I think it's probably my 4th or 5th largest holding, which makes up a decent amount of my portfolio. But if I had to sell at a loss, it wouldn't hurt me. It wouldn't make me go insolvent. What do you think, man? Do you think that Solana will make a comeback? At least, I mean, I'm not even going to say all-time highs, but higher than 1366. Do you think it's better to take it at a loss and put it into another project? What would you say? Like some advice to me and me only.
Let's go back. Let's get off of Solana and let's go off history. So go back to the top 100, and let's find a coin that was in 2017 that had just as much hype as Solana. I would say
Litecoin.
Tron. Tron was had massive hype. Tron was a top 5 project at one point in time.
And thank you, Stephen, for the $20 donation. He says, let's go chads and chadettes. Buy some Genu FTTC. That's coming from Stephen, not me. Thank you so much for the $20 donation.
So let's look at the price of Tron. Go to all. So as you can see, that hype was massive. It was like 24 cents, I believe.
22 cents.
I remember it because I was big on Tron. So I remember it. And there was so much hype on Tron. It was like the coin outside of Ethereum. There's very select few. So it gives me that same vibe as Solana. Now look where it went back to during the bull market. So go to the right.
This was in April of 2021 when it was pumping 16 cents.
16 cents, and then just kind of
11, 12 cents during November. So
it never went back to all-time high. It went at the number 5. Where's it ranked at right now?
I think it's 16 right now. 16. So it's slowly kind of fading back. The biggest issue with Tron and we don't know what what's their circulating supply. 92.2 billion.
So it's all out there. It's already out there.
Yeah, it's all out there. 92.2 billion.
So that's the key, is the circulating supply that a lot of people don't see. A coin doesn't necessarily have to go back to its all-time high to keep its position in the top 25, because you have circulating supply that the team will just add on to it, pump the price up, get everyone hyped that you're going back to all-time high, and it doesn't ever happen. So then people are stuck with the bag again back at 4 cents. But the team has already cashed out even more at that pump, because you see the circulating supply coming in, you're still ranked. So the circulating supply times the price equals your market cap. So as long as you keep adding circulating supply, everything's golden.
Yeah.
So that's where Solana, where people get in the mindset is like, oh, it's got such a big community. It's got this, it's got that. Tron had a bigger community. I'll tell you right now, Tron's community probably 3 times the size of Solana. Like, it was massive.
Yeah.
And when you have that, and when I look at, now go back to Solana, when I go back to Solana, I see 50% of circulating supply not even touched with. So when I see that, I think what I've been seeing all this in 2017, You're probably going to get a run up, yes, because there's a community, there's hype.
Yeah.
But keep in your mind, there's a good chance it might not go back to the all-time high. So is this what you want to put your money in hold for the next cycle? You have to ask yourself that question. If that's worth doing it. To me, there's too much negative going on with Solana where there's a lot of people wanting to get out. Then you have FTX that's going their issue. It could be really, 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 really bad. And you have to ask yourself, is my money better in Ethereum or Solana? Or is my money better in this coin that's coming up or Solana? There's a lot of negative stuff towards the Solana. And you have, this is the thing. Here's the big key right here also when you're trying to make this decision. Compare your coin to the other coins surrounding it. So when I did that tweet, I was just kind of giving history about, what I know about what coins kind of leave the top 10, top 20. If you see coins dumping harder than other coins surrounding it, it's slowly starting to lose steam of those around it. So if we're talking and we come back next week and Solana's at 18, that's more people selling than more people buying.
Why is that?
Because they're selling.
If it's at 8, it's at 13.
The market, it's at 13. But if it goes back down, a lot further, and you're seeing like ADA stay where it's at,
gotcha,
or you're seeing Polkadot stay where it's at, what that's telling me is that community about Polkadot's not selling. But Solana, they're just getting rid of it, and it's just dropping down.
It's tough to say that, and I'll tell you why. Because $1 billion worth of Solana just unlocked, and a lot of that is probably owned by FTX and Alameda. So it's hard to say that the community is selling when it really could be just a small percentage of whales. Now, the price hasn't dropped as much as I expected. Everybody, Ian, I think you sent me a message too. You're like 1 billion worth of Solana, like get out now. I do believe that Solana devs are working out an over-the-counter deal with a lot of the Alameda guys. I do believe that because the price hasn't dropped as much as we would expect. Like literally 20% of the market cap was just put onto the market, and the sell pressure is there, and it hasn't dumped as much as a lot of people expected. Now, it has dumped a little bit. We see that it's down. I think it was like 60-70% on the week. It's number 14 cryptocurrency. I need to make a decision. It's like, do I sell at a loss? Like I said, if Solana goes to 0, I'll still be fine. It won't affect it would suck, but it's like, could you sell at a loss and then put that into a project that could pump? Or do you believe in Solana and the blockchain? So it's a decision that I have to make. Personally, I don't think that anything's changed with Solana, the dev team, the blockchain, the fundamentals. Almost like we were saying with the crypto space, it was almost a cleansing process. Like now they don't have to be controlled by a centralized backed organization like FTX and SBF. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on my decision here. But right now I'm holding Solana. I'm not necessarily buying anymore, but I am holding it because even if you look at that comparison with Tron, it doesn't have to hit 250. I mean, even if it hits 150, 200, that's a better selling point than $13 selling at a loss. So right now, as of today, 11:14, I'm prepared to ride this thing to 0 and be fine with it, or hold on and hopefully see some sort of return during the next pump.
If you saw, also remember, if there's a coin that you like that's surrounding by Solana and it's not having that FUD and you actually like it just as much, it's okay to do an even swap because you're not losing anything. You're just going from one to the other. Are
you talking about a blockchain or something on the Solana blockchain? Are you talking about like another layer one?
A layer one
Cardano,
surrounding the top 60.
Is it not losing money though? It's like, let's say I put it.
If it's going to go up, if it's going to go up higher than what Solana is going to go up because it's just so much negative pressure, it's what you're going to make out of it. For example, back in 2018, I had hundreds of thousands of dollars. I lost it, literally went down to $2,000 and became richer by doing that. I made a decision. Do I keep this coin and just ride it down to 0? Or do I get out of it, put it into something that I believe that's going to do better and get me more gains, and that multiplies? Remember, crypto, the upside is infinite. And gains come at a crazy amount, at a fast pace. When it's something fresh, new, with a good narrative, you'll get more money out of that because the multiples to the upside is infinite, but the downside pressure is just like, you cut it in half and then all of a sudden, boom, I just lost half my money. We're sitting at $7.50.
Yeah, a lot of Polygon Matic fans. So is it an even swap? I mean, because you're down your Solana, you swap it to, let's just say, Polygon,
took a loss. You took a loss in taxes.
You took a loss.
Now, I'm not a tax person, so I'm just going to give you an example. You took a loss in your taxes. So
on your taxes, are you saying from selling Solana because you bought in high and you sold low? That's a loss in your taxes. I believe that they just put out, and we can pull this up, but I believe that the IRS just put out that crypto losses are capped at $3,000 total for 2022. And I can pull up my
always been that. That's always been that. It's capped here's the thing, it's capped if you don't have any gains. So if all your losses, so if you don't have any gains, so say I made $300,000 on this coin, and I lost $150,000 on this coin, my gain for the year is $150,000.
Yeah.
Now, if I have this one coin, if I have this coin, I lose $150,000. Now it's only $3,000. But here's the thing that they don't tell people with that. And once again, please get your CPA if you guys want to, go over this. I'm not.
He's a financial advisor. This is financial advisor.
No, he's a CPA.
Yeah, he's a
when
CPA.
When I lost money in 2018, I was able to take that $3,000 every single time, and every year I just took that $3,000. So it's $3,000. What's 150? What's that? 50 times? 50 years?
50 years.
So if I lost $150,000, I'm only able to use that $3,000.
Per year though. So you can do it over any amount of year.
Over a year. So when I gained here's the thing. When I gained a bunch of money with SHIB, that money I lost in 2018, 2019, I actually could apply that now. And then all of a sudden I use all my losses. So it's almost like an IOU for losses.
Okay.
So just put that in consideration, and then when you use that money, you can put it into something else. If you 100x that, and you only would have 20x Solana from the low, you won.
Yeah, I think about it because you're right. There is a lot of negative press with Solana. Obviously, before this even happened, there was a lot of negative shit. It's like, one of the downfalls was they were backed by a centralized organization like FTX. No one really liked that. It's like a Solana decentralized. They're 20% of supply is owned by Alameda Research, right? So now that you've kind of got rid of that, but yeah, there was already issues with the blockchain and whatnot. And I bet on a few. I bet on Cardano. I bet on Polkadot. I bet on Solana. Obviously, my number one holding is ETH. Just one of your bets happens to be caught in the crossfire of SBF and Alameda. Not good. Now let's take it to another exchange that's been
hold on. Let me just give you my opinion on the bear market. Just because it's just a little bit different. Just the way I've been studying this, you got people like Ken Griffin coming out and the CEO of Citadel, and he says they literally have AI that plays off human emotions, and that's how these centralized exchanges do it. And I believe it's no different with crypto. And when we're all saying, oh, it's so hard in the crypto space, it's uncertain time, I don't want to buy. Yeah, there's still a smart plan you want to have. But I feel like when everyone starts to feel that way, then all of a sudden the markets are going to pump. And if you look at it like the billionaires look at it right now, and you're like, everything's on discount. And Jake, you feel like that sometimes too, but you can go back and forth. You got negative press coming at you, and that's what it's designed for, to beat you down over and over. FTX, this is going down. CZ's doing this, but if we put our billionaire hat on, what are the billionaires thinking right now of the market? They're sitting there licking their chops saying, which are the game changers? And then we can look at projects and say, this project's strong. It's not going out of business. This one's not tanking. It's too strong. The community's too strong. This is a project I probably should invest in. And you're going to see the ones that survive this bear market. They're going to be strengthened. And we're already seeing this. We had a little micro cap run, but now we're having coins that have been around for a year. They have a strong foundation. They have locked liquidity. They have a good website. And all of a sudden they're pumping out of nowhere. And they're down maybe 90%. And all of a sudden they're pumping 15, 20% out of nowhere. And you're just seeing, you're weeding out the coins that didn't ever have the strength to be a long-term play. And you're seeing opportunity. Yes, I think we could go lower, but I don't think it's a bad time to dollar cost average in those projects that you think are game changers. And Jake, I know we sound like a broken record, but if you bought ETH 2.0, you would 10x it in the airdrop, which is happening in a couple weeks, right off the bat. And you would get your 1-for-1 what you invested in another token. You just had to drop that because it's like,
gotta get that palm shill. You gotta get that. I love it. No,
dude, because think about it. If you invest in this, you get a 10x on your layer one. A new, exciting, That's basically what 𝗪𝗧𝗛 was saying. It's new, it's exciting, it's a layer one, and it's got the narrative. And then you will have your 1-for-1 on your Palm G, whatever you invest in ETH 2.0. So you could then sell that, get your money back, and have a big bag of Palm. However you wanted to play it, there's many ways.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Strong community, good developer, and we'll be on stage with him when we go to Miami. Now, something else I want to talk about. Crypto.com has been receiving a lot of FUD. And I'd be honest, when I saw Steve Ehrlich make his tweets and SBF, I didn't really believe them. But Chris at Crypto.com, the CEO, is making some valid points here. And guys, we have over 300 people watching the stream, 81 likes. Let's get to over 100 likes. If you haven't yet, welcome in. If you enjoy the Crypto King show, smash that like button. Helps bring in more people into the stream. But he said withdrawals are being processed as usual. Excuse me, something went down the wrong pipe. No FUD, please. As you guys saw, they apparently transferred $400 million to the wrong address. Like, first off, dude, how are you transferring $400 million to the wrong address? Like, bro, when I send $100, I double check, triple check to make sure it's the right address. Like 400 million, you got to double check on that. So what was that?
Motorcycle just flew by my house.
Holy shit, dude! That's I know where you live. That's like
that's not good where you live, man.
No, dude, this guy.
That's a neighborhood.
That's not cool.
Anyway, so there's a lot of fun with Crypto.com. Now, I called it out about 2 weeks ago on my stream, or last week when FTX went down. I go, if I had to pick another exchange to go down, it's probably Crypto.com. Why? I wasn't looking at their reserves. I'm just looking at what they've purchased. They did a $700 million deal with Staples Center to buy it out and call it the Crypto.com Arena. And then they did a $175 million deal for athletes at the UFC to wear their shirt and hat. And obviously it's bigger than that, but that's $875 million. Now, when you look at when they signed these deals, it was at the peak of the bull run in November. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of liability. So FTX did the same thing, right? They were giving money to everybody and their mom. Tom Brady, meet Kevin, these arenas. But Crypto.com, are they in trouble? The CEO is saying that they're not. He put out a tweet. He actually did an AMA earlier today in which I listened to it. And I do believe that they do have what he's saying. They show their proof of reserves. He's saying that they're not over leveraged. They didn't have any exposure to FTX. But is Crypto.com the next one to fall? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Really?
They moved up way too fast, just like FTX. And I think they had the just amount of hype, just amount of fast. Like they're just like FTX Stadium in Miami. There's a Crypto.com Stadium and now in LA. Like they went up just as fast. How? They've been around for what, 3 years, maybe? 3 years. And the way he's talking, the way all that shadiness that happened during this event, it just rhymes with FTX. We might not see it right now. We may see it later. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and Z, we're not fudding it. I'm just saying, look, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. And honestly, like I just said too, I said I believe the CEO. I think he's being honest. I think they've showed their proof of reserves, although 20% of their proof of reserves is in SHIB. But I think the CEO said that they back their customer assets 1-to-1. So that means that 20% of crypto owned on their exchanges in SHIB, which isn't an issue. Like SHIB looks like it's holding up strong. But I like the fact that the CEO is getting ahead of this. You know, he literally came out on a Monday morning, because there was a lot of FUD over the weekend, came out on a Monday morning, did a live stream for 45 minutes and addressed the community, what was happening. So I don't personally own any Crypto.com token. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price today. But I mean, them falling would be bad too. But look, they had very little exposure. Actually, price is going up today. See, that's why that message from the CEO is actually good. Price is going up back to 6 cents. A lot of people are buying it. You know, it was at 12 cents last week. What's the what?
It's an exit liquidity tweet. You gotta watch out for stuff like that, man. Like even with CZ, like his tweet, like just get the market up. Like it's an unregulated space. Here's the problem: don't trust anybody, especially if you've never met them before. Or you're not friends with these guys. Like y'all don't know, man. Like y'all take these guys' word for it. In every single bear market, they literally slap you in the face, and y'all just keep getting slapped over and over and over again. It's like, come on, man. It's like,
Yeah,
when are you
we'll
gonna
see.
learn?
But
When are
Ian
you gonna learn?
started the show by saying never take someone's word, especially in crypto space. But I don't know why. For me personally, I feel like I have a good judge of character, and like the way that he's handling this feels a little bit different. Like FTX, he just put out I always get it mixed up. SBF, he put out a tweet like, "We're fine. We have 10 billion in assets." A lot of these people just put out tweets, but this guy's like, "No, let's get ahead of this. Like, I'm going to show my face. Like, we're being legit. We're being transparent." So, I don't personally believe that crypto.com will fall. Let me know if you guys do believe it or not. Let me know.
Well.
Ooh.
The Roots has an ape of the day if you think it's going to fall. Last time I did an ape of the day, y'all laughed at me and I said FTTC and it pulled a 25x, I think, from that tweet, from that stream.
I couldn't buy that
one.
one.
$1.5 million.
Did it really? Fuck, I missed out. I couldn't buy that one. I was like, dude, this is just fucking degens.
What do we got? What do we got, B-Roots?
Chrono. So Chrono is a Kronos Inu. It's basically the same thing, and it's what these coins are doing is they're taking the news and just making a coin out of it, and people are just like saying, screw all this centralized stuff. Let's go with the community coin. And you're starting to see these and FTCC is holding that $1.5 million. It's not pumping and dumping. So Chrono is sitting at a 150,000 market cap. So that's my ape of the day. Kronos Inu. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Kronos Inu.
Pump it.
Kronos Inu.
I hate to be that
Jake's
guy.
like, I'm
not in a degen mood, dude. I'm not like, just because it's just like, I mean, look, I hope it pumps. I hope everybody makes money. Kronos Inu, but I just like Kronos. But no, I think like I said,
if Kronos falls,
I'm not gonna fade it. I'm not gonna fade it because I've stopped fading B-Roots' calls, but I'm just not gonna buy it. I hope it
it's in a nice little uptrend on the 4 hour, and I think what's happening.
Send me the chart. I'll pull it up for you. Send me the chart.
Yeah, let's see here. Sheets.
Hold up for you, just for the degens in here. I respect the degens.
The degens, baby, they want it. That was cool, man. We found that give well, and when the markets were absolutely dying, that thing went from 50,000 to almost.
I think I found it, B-Roots, right here. Is this it?
Yeah.
Chrono?
Yeah.
It's got a pretty good website too. It's not bad.
Up and to the right. That's 15 minutes. Don't do 15 minutes though. You gotta do like at least a 1 hour.
Guys, what do we like? We like up and to the right.
That looks good, man. It's
about
to go for a new all-time high.
It's crazy that like the degens, it's like that's one thing that you'll realize is like degens will always degen, no matter what, good days, bad days. Like there's always a community of people that are trying to get into a project early and send something to the moon.
There's always opportunity. Always.
So if Chrono has a bad day with this, this thing's gonna go.
Bro, I will laugh if Kronos listen, I like crypto.com. I've worn them proudly across my chest, didn't get compensated for it, but imagine if Marshall Inu. Yeah, well, I think Marshall Inu is going to survive the bear market. Imagine if Crow didn't. And
that would be
fighters
crazy.
Are like, bro, we were repping the coin.
Yeah, that would be that would be so bad for the UFC, but they would be fine. They would just move on. But who's their other sponsor?
VeChain.
VeChain.
Talking about you ready for this, man? I'm sorry, UFC. I'm just gonna let you know this. VeChain might be the biggest scam in all of crypto, man.
Why do you say that? I've seen some pretty big scams.
Yeah.
Partnered with Walmart. That was their big thing. They partnered with Walmart, and you don't see anything come of it. When have you heard anything about? You ready for this? When have you heard anything about VeChain outside of the bull market?
The UFC.
No, outside of like before that. Like that was during the bull market when they it's kind of the bull market. But like as far as like anything that they've accomplished with their coin, do you know what their coin is? You know what it does?
I just know it's a layer 2 blockchain. That's all I know because the UFC says it. I don't know what to do.
My point. Nobody knows.
They got
They
two
don't even
websites?
know they don't even know what they're doing.
Fam, why they got 2 websites, fam?
I mean, you can't hate, right? Like the UFC's trying to make money, and the crypto's kind of new. They need a guy like me vetting out, and 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗛 and Jake vetting out their sponsorships on Shield Tank.
I'm for
No,
hire.
you guys would be, hey guys,
Dana White,
hey guys,
Dana
get
White,
rid of
I'm for hire,
crypto.com.
buddy.
We got Crow New. Dana White, get rid of
I'm for hire,
crypto.com.
Dana
We got
White.
Crow New. We got-
Everybody's got a price, Dana White, and you can come have your people call my people.
Yeah, you really can't hate on them for making money, but
No,
look,
I'm not mad at
look,
that. I'm just saying in general, these guys are out to get your money, point blank.
Yeah, they
not UFC, but these cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, they easily could have had FTX be the official sponsor. I mean, the Miami Heat did, the Miami Arena did, like everybody was fooled. So it's like you can't really look, anything can happen. That's what we're learning, you know.
We're so new in the crypto space, and people are starting to see just because it's a big name, they have the big budget and they're marketing like crazy. Doesn't mean it's not a scam. And I get it, bro. Like we promote cryptocurrencies to get paid sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't always work out, but we're learning and we're finding the ones that do make sense and the ones that are here to stay and make people a lot of money. And you know, you can't hate on the UFC for getting paid. I wish they would negotiate a little stipend for the fighters, you know, or let us shout out our crypto, but that's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different conversation. But at least you're able to do it here, right? You're able to. They're not like so controlling where they're like, you can't talk about crypto on your free time. But it makes sense, man. It's like they have these big partnerships. We saw 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪 who used to do a shoey with Happy Dad, and then Modelo was like, yo, you can't show that on TV because we're the official alcohol sponsor of the UFC. Like we don't want. Yeah, and that makes sense though. Yeah, that's why they did it. That makes sense though. It's like, yo, if I'm giving the UFC $100 million a year to be the official alcohol sponsor, like I don't want one of your prized fighters shotgunning Happy Dads on pay-per-view. So it makes sense. It does make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a corporation. It's a business, man, and they got to cover their end. They got their sponsors, which have agreements and contracts, and you know, someday things will change. Dana White said, if you don't like it, start your own promotion. MRI did. But
how's that going? I saw them like doing some fights.
Yeah, dude, it's going good, man. Their next show's in
fighters.
Colombia, and then they're going to Dubai.
Let's pull them up. Marshall
Dubai.
Marshall Inu, what's their Twitter page? There it is. MRI Marshall Inu. I think it was a good transition for them, man, to be honest. Like they, you know, the sponsor, like just having the athletes shouted out was kind of getting played out, you know. It's like it was good at first back in March when they were doing it, but it was kind of getting played out. They had to pivot. So this is pretty cool if they can make something happen.
Go to their fight page. Sorry.
How are they
MFC? Go to MFC, search MFC.
How are they generating
It's right there. It's right there.
Worldwide. How are they generating revenue?
So, dude, they're killing it with sponsorships from crypto projects. Like the whole thing, they're turning a profit from just crypto sponsorships, which is incredible because, you know, crypto people and crypto projects and devs have their back because a lot of these projects like World Cup Inu, they're following the model. And so it's cool to see them giving back to this promotion. See, they're doing some kind of business in Dubai. I'm assuming it's going to be something, but this is 𝗪𝗧𝗪, man. These guys are taking some serious damage. They're getting paid in crypto.
There's Ian.
Man.
Oh, what's up? 𝗪𝗧𝗪 is, look at that. See, it is from Myanmar. It is before Muay Thai, hundreds of years before Muay Thai. It is Muay Thai with no gloves, and there's headbutts, and there's no judges.
Oh,
you either go
gloves.
No gloves. You just wrap your hands.
Dude.
There's headbutts. And you have to finish to win, or it's a no contest. So there's no judges.
It's crazy, man.
If you scroll down, you might scroll down a little bit. You might see actually some of the damage that these guys took.
I just saw some. It's gnarly, bro.
Yeah, bro.
To be honest though, like you have to do something different than UFC, like bare knuckle fighting. These guys have gloves on though.
Yeah, so it's a mixture between. They have MMA fights, but the highlighted fights are 𝗪𝗧𝗪.
Bro, that shit is brutal, bro.
And I mean, even the MMA fights were good, man. It was a good showing, man. They did good, and it did really good for the coin. It pumped the coin. Joe Rogan acknowledged.
That's a good one.
Joe Rogan acknowledged Dave. Dave sent him a picture, and he's like, "I'm confused," and he's laughing because it's like a picture of Dave sitting on a chair with Marshall, and obviously Joe knows it's about his dog. He acknowledged it. He thinks it's cool, you know, and maybe someday when it's in the States, we could invite Joe to come down. And if Dave LeDuc gets a fight soon, he probably will be back on the show, on his podcast. So, and who knows, man, maybe I'll be on the podcast in the future and get to talk about it. But
that'd be sick.
It's cool what Marshall's done, man. It's really changed my life, changed a lot of lives of fighters. And really the heart behind Marshall Inu is fighting for fighters. And they've helped so many fighters. Like so many of my teammates, bro, have gotten help. Guys who didn't have a car to get to the gym, they bought them a car. They helped me with my stem cell procedure, and just countless numbers of stories, man. It's pretty cool. $5 million given to fighters. No one's ever done that.
Nice. Yeah. What Marshall's done is it's been cool to watch, right? It's been a cool experience to watch. And honestly, that's what
it brought us all together.
It brought us all together. So shout out to Marshall for that. Are you guys surprised by this? Justin Alameda Research purchased crypto tokens before listing them on FTX. I mean, I honestly think that pretty much all exchanges do that from talking to developers, but obviously not surprised.
No, like this
It's just
stuff
gonna
is,
be-
I mean, it's just coming out. And then here's the thing. It's going to be old news sooner than later. And once it's like, okay, that's over with, that's old news, I believe the market does go back up.
I thought this guy slept on a beanbag. Yeah. This is Sam Bankman's $40 million mansion in Bahamas. Didn't he sleep on a beanbag?
Yeah.
You guys hear the news that they're like,
that's where he's at right now, hiding at his Bahamas mansion, tweeting.
Not a bad
well,
place.
It's not really hiding when everyone knows where it's at.
Look at that fucking house, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, apparently, like, I don't know if this is true. You can't believe anything you hear on the internet, but they were like saying that they have like a bunch of orgies at their houses. I don't know if you guys heard that.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
that's
he tweeted last night. He literally said, "Yeah, what was the bro? What is this?
Oh, that's why the coin is going crazy.
So what is this? Why do you say that?" He said, "What
is the coin? What going crazy?
What happened?"
Oh, who's that?
That's his chick. Why? I don't get this tweet. What happened? Was he gonna say what happened?
What happened?
And he did it all. I think he's gonna do it. Yeah, he's gonna say what happened. See, he did the what last night, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And then he did HAP, but all like 14 hours ago, 1 hour ago. So I guarantee he's gonna say what happened over the course of like a week. But
so why is he doing like it? Just
I know he needs to go to sleep.
It's not going to be good. Watch how you say that.
Yeah, I mean, like, not sleep like that, but like just sleep, like take a nap, dude. Like fucking get off Twitter. He obviously hasn't rested enough.
Not a dirt nap.
Yeah, posting about what everyone wants to know. This was November 6th.
He's not being smart. Just put it that way. Sometimes you just gotta be silent. And
I don't think that guy's ever been smart.
Yeah, he's definitely smart. Like he's a genius. Like I feel like, but he's very intelligent, but also corrupt, right? And like those two things mixed together lead to some pretty nasty outcomes as we're seeing here. But like the story is really like it's one of the worst that we've seen, just because of the lie that was told, man. Like the lie that was told from SBF to investors, to different exchanges, to politicians. Like they were working close with the government and the SEC, and he was donating like, dude, I think he donated $450 million to the Democratic Party. Like, do you think that any of those politicians are going to give it back and say, hey, we took money from SBF, let's give this back?
I don't know. You tell us. You voted for him.
Just because I live in California doesn't
mean... it just shows you I mean, you just can't trust anybody.
Biz is on to something here too, right here. SBF is attempting to take the insanity plea, so expect crazy tweets. That could be a thing, huh? Like, like it happens a lot. Like, it's like, oh, he was crazy. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, let me get sentenced to a hospital where they feed me drugs all day instead of a prison where I'm some dude's girlfriend.
Girlfriend? Fuck, that's scary.
I don't think.
Well, I mean, he's got the body for it.
He's vegan, bro.
I like them boobies. Get over here,
He's got that prison punk vibes.
Dude, there was something. Let's while we're on the conspiracy, let's look at this. Because Lark Davis, who actually has been under a lot of shit.
No, bring this guy up, bro.
No, I'm just gonna bring up a tweet he did because it was
talking about. Oh, never mind. Stop there.
Yeah. Where's your tweet, Larky? Oh, here it is. Nope.
Be careful what you say, or it will be held against you.
Is he still relative in crypto? Does he have like Does he have
1 million followers? But
no, but does he still do YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. This is sketchy, man.
He said, how deep does this rabbit hole go with FTX? Quite the coincidences. SBF Twitter profile. Look at shirt. Girl lover, pedo symbol. Alameda research symbol. Boy lover, pedo symbol. I don't know. I think that this is, I mean, it's a pretty weird coincidence, but what do you guys think?
I mean, how many coincidences do you need before it's reality? And, this is the first one I'm seeing, but he's kind of got that vibe, bro. I'm not going to lie. And I've seen a lot of them. I've seen being locked up. And that's sad, bro. Like when people get money and power and corrupt, and it's just not good, man. And I really hope he's not involved in any of that. But he's also got an island in the Bahamas, right? How close is that to Jeffrey Epstein?
Really far. I don't know if he has an island, though. I think he just lives in Bahamas.
Well, he owns a section of an island, it looks like.
Yeah, he owns a fucking absolute mansion. Biz said exactly. Ian nailed it. SPF isn't made for prison. He needs special accommodations, which due to his political ties, he will be treated very, very, very differently. I don't know. The whole story is pretty insane, man, what's happening here. But we'll be covering it closely on the channel. Pete Davidson's trending. What happened to Pete?
Gosh, it's like one at the other.
He's dating another baddie. That's what it is. That's what he went from Kim K to Emily Ratajkowski. How does a man look like that and pull a lady like that? That's my only question here.
Bro, his eyes are dark.
Yeah, he on that stuff.
That's what happens when you date Kim K. You come out looking like that. Just like, fuck, what just happened? Fucking spent a couple Christmases at the Kardashians. You come out looking
either
like
that, or you just getting it in, just getting no sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, CJL said what we're all thinking. He's probably hung like a fucking horse. That Pete Davidson guy, dating Kim and Emily. Never thought I'd be talking about Pete Davidson on the show, but here we are. Gentlemen, anything else that we want to cover here before we wrap it up? We did an hour, 11 minutes, 325 people on the stream today. We appreciate you all tuning in with us on the Crypto King Show. B-Roots, your final message to the community.
3 weeks ago, my aunt called me and said, Bitcoin's under $20,000. Thinking about buying. I was like, man, that's a buy signal. 2 days ago, my mom contacts my brother and says, is B-Roots okay?
Oh.
The market's dropping. I'm hearing about this crypto stuff, and it looks like that, like, I know he's in this crypto and stuff. Is he involved with FTX? My mom don't know anything about crypto. So what I'm saying is, I'm not going to call the bottoms in. I'm not going to give you a number. I'm off that. I was wrong about that.
I'm on and
but when I have people who have no idea about crypto asking questions like this, and they probably seem like it's afraid to go into crypto because the news is reporting all this stuff, we're close, in my opinion.
Let me ask you a question too. This is a text I received midstream, 9:23 a.m. This was about an hour ago, from my friend that texted me. I won't say your name, but he said, "Yo, bro, you still holding strong? All this FUD is freaking me out, man. So many people are saying crypto is done for good. What are your thoughts, bro?" Is that a signal that we're close?
It's no different than a signal. It's no different than the signal when you're up high and they're like,
yeah,
oh, bro, I'm about to buy it.
I'm like, bro, that's when I sold ship at the top. CNN put in an article. I had people that I haven't talked to in years saying, should I buy Shiba? I was like, time to sell.
Hold on. I got mine. My cousin. This whole crypto thing is going to cause institutional investors to pull out until you get regulation. What do you think? I think pull your money out now.
Yeah, I think we're close to the bottom.
I said, bro, I just 5,000 extra coin last month.
He's like, what? Teach me your ways. Becomes a Degen.
Palm chain, shout out, Jay Degen.
Shout out to Palm Chain. Shout out to Ian Heinisch. Shout out to the Crypto Kings. Guys, we will be speaking all together, main stage, our first public speaking event together in Miami on day one of the conference. Make sure to get your tickets. I think we're speaking around 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll try to stream it too. But anyways, huge event here for the Crypto Kings. First speaking event. I can't wait to get to Miami with the boys. 2 weeks from today, we'll be there, but we'll be there a little bit early. Can't wait. And we'll be streaming the entire time. Ian, tomorrow, tell everybody where to find us on the Shill Tank.
Tomorrow, we will be on B-Roots' page. We're doing a special edition of Shill Tank where we are bringing up projects that are only launching on Palm Chain, and they have some exciting stuff. Remember, guys, launching on a new layer 1 blockchain is very exciting because you are going to be the first of its kind, the first dog token, the first play to earn token, the first cat token. So it's going to bring a lot of excitement. We have a lot of projects that are lined up to speak. We have a huge turnout coming, and Roger's going to be giving away some money. We're going to have some fun. So make sure you tune into that. Make sure you go to 𝗪𝗧𝗛's page right now. Hit the notification so it notifies you when we do start. 𝗪𝗧𝗛 called Ape of the Day, Crone U.
New all-time high right now.
Crone U, new all-time high. Wait till those tweets come, baby.
Buddy Cole, great show, guys. Thanks for all you do. We appreciate you, Buddy Cole. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. Without you guys, we know that we wouldn't have a show. So thank you guys for supporting us every single day. 𝗪𝗧𝗛, your final message to the community.
Keep strong. Watch the law of meme coins. I'm telling y'all, watch that YouTube episode. And you can make money no matter what. We've been making money during this whole downturn the whole time. So there is money to be made. This is a hungry industry. So you just have to pick your spots, but be smart. Be smart. When you see these announcements like CZ is going to save the crypto world. Our exchange is good. Here's our proof of reserves or whatever.
Yeah.
Be smart. It doesn't mean the crypto market's going to go straight back up. So there's a lot of things and a lot of trading technicals that say they're just used as exit liquidity for the next dump.
Yeah.
They need you to buy so they can dump. So keep that in mind.
True.
And just getting good projects and look at the communities and let's ride this up. There's going to come a time where all of us sitting here right now are doing the right thing, getting in the right projects, doing the right stuff, staying in the game, and we're going to cherish on the other side. So just keep with it, step away every now and then, and let's do this.
Let's do it. I like that. And my final message, get a hardware wallet. Get your money off exchanges. Get a hardware wallet. SafePal, Ledger, Trezor. Buy it from the official Twitter pages, not Amazon or eBay. And enjoy your day, guys. It's Monday. Crypto, not doing good, but guess what? We're rallying. We do feel like we are going to probably be in a little bit of a longer winter here for crypto, but we will come out on the other side. We appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. We'll be back at 9 a.m. PST tomorrow morning, and then on to the Shill Tank at 9:30. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Peace.